Coming to you from Studios 1162, Vantage Point starts right now.
Hello, Eagles.
And welcome to Vantage Point, where we see you.
I'm Cornelius Cambronero.
And I'm Tina Ding. Here's the latest news.
As the school's population continues to grow, the student body has become one of the most diverse in the Seattle School District. However, there continues to remain a lack of diversity within Cleveland's teaching staff. Here's Ronnie Estokey with the latest.
Student diversity has always been a cornerstone of Cleveland's community for many years, but often overlooked is the other key component of a student's education, the teacher. As a self-identifying black male, freshman and sophomore humanities teacher Evan Shin knows firsthand what it's like being a teacher of color in a profession that is typically dominated by his white counterparts.
One of the biggest reasons I think being a black teacher is so difficult, especially at a school like this, is it's particularly dominated by white teachers. And so oftentimes there is a hidden tax on being a black teacher because you're supposed to automatically be able to relate to those kids, whatever those kids are, however you define those kids. Oftentimes it's defined as students who are either misbehaving or students of color. And oftentimes students of color sometimes are the ones who are misbehaving. And so they'll ask you, well, how do you deal with so-and-so? Or how do you teach so-and-so? I'm not really paid to educate other teachers on how to be great classroom managers. That is something that the School of Education that students are a part of should be doing.
Research has also shown that having a racially, culturally, and linguistically diverse teaching force provides students with varying perspectives that allows them to gain a greater understanding of the world around them. So why aren't there more teachers of color within education? Assistant SOED Principal Ray Morales offered his insight as to why he believes this is the case within the school district.
It's a class that they typically take, and that's pretty common. And that class is supposed to, in theory, prepare you to work with a diverse population. Now, if that's all that a candidate is depending on in order to prepare them to work in a diverse school or diverse setting, then, they obviously need to do more than that.
Seattle Public Schools is continuing to work on getting more teachers of color in a classroom, but it's proven to be a difficult task. This is Ronnie Estokey signing out. Back to the studio.
At the beginning of the school year, administrators announced the closure of the gym during lunch to combat low attendance in advisory classes. But is the new policy helping? Here's reporter Zaria Flowers with the latest. Zaria?
Thanks, Tina. With Cleveland's notorious bad reputation for advisory attendance, it should come as no surprise that administration sought out new changes for 2016-17 school year.
To kick off the year, the gym underwent closure during lunch hours, and in December, the desks outside the library hall were removed in hopes of dramatically improving advisory attendance. Students' constant habits of skipping, hanging out in hallways, and disrupting classrooms were the deciding factors that fused the new advisory protocol. The library was also a location students used as a place to skip. Teachers sent students to the library to do work, not knowing they were chilling in the library with friends. Librarian Lee Micklin, security specialist, along with administration, came to a consensus before winter break that it was time to remove the desks.
Yes, this was decided by the administrative team, by security, and by the library. The reason that we decided it is because students weren't really using it to good advantage. A lot of times teachers would send students to the library and they would stay out in the hallway instead of coming to the library. And also a lot of times students were skipping out in the hallway.
This is Zaria Flowers reporting for Vantage Point. Back to you.
Did you know you get credit for advisory?
Yeah, I think you get like half a credit each year. I should go check with my counselor.
Be sure to let us know. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Hey Pratt, are you going to the night market?
Night market? What night market?
It's like this huge cultural celebration that's going to be here on March 10th.
It's going to be from 6 to 9 and held in Building 1. We're going to have vendors all around Building 1 and the first floor, and then we're going to have performances from different places.
Cool.
It's going to be celebrating Cleveland's
Cool.
90th birthday.
I'll be there.
Sweet.
I will come through.
Bring the fam.
I'll bring the fam.
next week, February 20th through February 24th, there will be no school for midwinter break. On February 27th, the stretch of what Cleveland has dubbed March Madness begins. It's a time of the year where students have 6 solid weeks of school. From February 27th to April 7th, there will be no breaks, holidays, or late starts. Students will get a reprieve on March 22nd with a 2-hour early release date.
Cleveland's Winter Formal was held Friday, January 27th at 1927 Events. The theme was Harlem Nights, and students were encouraged to dress in 1920s formal attire. On April 7th, Cleveland will be having a spring Tolo at Factory Lux. Tolo is when girls ask the guys to the dance. The theme is Springtime in Paris, and the dress code is formal.
Cleveland will be having monthly assemblies called Last Fridays during advisory. During these assemblies, teachers will continue to recognize students who represent the qualities of our school motto, spirit, unity, and progress.
Are you all in? Yearbooks are still on sale and there's only a few left, so make sure to purchase yours before they run out. Order forms can be found outside of room 1162, but note that bundle packages and engravings are no longer available. Seniors who missed out on ordering a Class of 2017 t-shirt can still get one if at least 25 students place an order. Shirts are $20. See Ms. Scribner if you have any questions in room 1162.
Shout out to all the 9th grade humanities classes for putting on a tremendous exhibit on January 19th called A Night at the Museum of Religious Tolerance and Understanding. We see you, freshmen! This will be Fame Labor's last feather weather with us. We see you, Fame, and we're sad to see you go.
But one last time, how's it looking out there, Fame?
Alright, thanks, Corn. Thanks, Corn. Thanks, Corn. So it was raining last week? It's raining this week? Wait, my phone's ringing. It's raining! Yes! It's raining next week. Yes! Now there's time for squad sport. Not just squad sports.
Eckbert's back, and welcome to Squad! We've been away for a little while, but we still been watching. Let's recap on winter sports. Go big! After a long, hard season, the boys basketball team comes up short in the quest to make it back to the Dome. The Eagles played well in the Metro League District qualifying bracket, dominating Bainbridge and Chief South before beating Franklin at the buzzer with a shot by CJ Elvey. But the Eagles couldn't find a rhythm against Seattle Prep and fell 64-48 in the first round of 3A Sea King tournament. On the girls' side, the Lady Eagles are still flying. Despite a 6th place finish in the Metro League tournament, the girls will take on Rainier Beach tomorrow at Bellevue College. We will have a qualifying game next week, so the girls still have a shot. On the wrestling mat, Imani Newton and Derek Winston Thomas both advanced to state. We see you guys. Good luck. Keep holding them down. The swim team has made Cleveland history with new records in the 200 IM, 200 free, and 400 free relays, not to mention another year to metros and districts. Just squaw. Amazing guys, and nice job. Squaw! Spring is right around the corner, and teams are getting geared up for this upcoming season. Baseball, softball, girls frisbee, track and field, boys soccer, and tennis are all getting ready to hit the field. Let's get it, Eagles. Squaw!
Well, that's it for this episode of Vantage Point. But before we go, the staff at Cleveland Publications would like to give a special shout out to our friends on the journalism team at Arlington High School. We see you!
Until then, I'm Tina Dane.
And I'm Cornelius Cambronero.
Stay fly, Eagles.
And keep soaring on.
Squad!